Namaskar and welcome to the kitchen. Here we usually cook for ourselves, and here we can find whatever food you can find in the fridges and in the pantry. Usually lunch is prepared by a kitchen team, and breakfast and dinner you cook yourself, plus weekends you do it yourself. So I would like to show a little bit around, and we will start with fridges. Here you can find different kind of vegetables and different things. You can take whatever you find. Then here we usually have some dairy product, very little, or mostly it's vegan. We try not to use vegetarian things. And here we have a personal fridge that you can store your personal things, and whatever you find in here, it's personal. But before putting inside, please write your name and put into the fridge. Then we can go to the pantry, that is the kitchen storage. Here is everything also common. Whatever you find, you can take for your breakfast. For example, we have different dry fruits, nuts, seeds, peanut butter, and cacao, different things. Here we usually have fruits, different kind of seasonal. Now it's oranges, for example, seasonal. And also we store vegetables and some pasta, grains, cereals, etc. So you're welcome to use for your dinner or meals in general, whatever you find. Next thing that is a common sense, but we still need to say about it. So when you usually cook for yourself or use whatever is in the kitchen, please after using, wash, dry, and put it back where you take it usually. And yeah, in general, just make the place better than it was before you. So, electrical devices we washed, and we put them back, so that next people who come, they already can take clean and be ready to cook. One more important thing to mention, that we have a bakery just next door, and usually here delivery comes. So it's very important to keep this corridor for delivery empty, that there is nothing on the way. We also have a freezer that we usually use for herbs, berries that we harvest in summertime and autumn, that we can use in wintertime. You can always take it from here and use it for your meals.
And here you can see our big food container. It's like a big fridge, and to open it, you need to put this and then pull on yourself like that. It's a bit noisy here, but you can see that this is the place where we store most of our vegetables, and you are welcome to use it. If there is something that you cannot find on the main kitchen, like fruit or vegetables, you can go and check here. But don't forget to close it properly after you came in. Alright, let's go to other areas. After eating, we are always cleaning after ourselves, by ourselves. And here is the wash up area. So this is one of the main rules Don't forget to clean, dry, and put back the things. Arjun is going to put it back. So here is the main area where our lunch is appearing, because we eat in lunch all together, and normally we have plates and other stuff for eating here, and some jars here, and we have also personal shelves. So if you would like to have your personal plates, you can occupy one of these shelves and put your stuff here. So let me show you our dining area, and in the front of dining area you can see the bell, and we're ringing it for lunch when it's ready and for some other activities and workshops to remind everyone that it will happen. And here you can see just area with teas and a lot of herbs from our garden, and in this area you can see a lot of tables and sofas. So we used to eat in lunch here all together and spend some free time while watching movies, doing some workshops and other stuff, and share the wall with our main members here. And in the end of dining hall you can see area where we doing our morning meetings 3 times per week. And we also have a desk where we sign for duties such as lunch cooking, lunch cleaning, and dinner cleaning. So everyone in our community is participating in cleaning and cooking duties. You just sign up 1-2 times per week, depend on how many members we are.
Go. Next, we would like to explain you our trash system, and Soraya will explain you next.
So this is our recycling area. This is where we separate throw our trash. And in Denmark we have several different categories to separate trash, and I'm going to show you exactly what we need to do. So we have a category for metal, and here we throw all these kind of cans, also leftovers from candles. We have another for glass and ceramics, another one for cardboard, and we separate soft plastic from hard plastic. And in soft plastic you find soft means that you can smash, make a knot, everything like this, like plastic bags and so on. For hard plastic we have here an example. It's this kind of boxes that is obviously hard plastic. Also, it's written in the paper what is allowed and what is not allowed to go in each bin. You can read yourself. Then we have residual waste that is burnable. You don't have your example, but this is all the waste that we cannot recycle. So it means that we want to have it as little as possible. And for here we throw, for example, dust, vacuum cleaner filter bags, toilet waste, animal litter, yeah, this kind of things. Everything is written there. We have 3 more categories: paper, we know. Then we have Tetra Pak, that is, for example, milk carton. And we need to separate because this is Tetra Pak and this is hard plastic. And we need to separate and throw the lid in hard plastic. Sometimes people forget. And then we have a last category that is called pent. And this is in Denmark that we can actually get money back from this kind of bottles. All the bottles that have this symbol, pent. And it can be bottle, can, glass bottle. But we need to pay attention. If we see this, we separate, that we can get money back for them. And whenever you see plastic that is, whenever you see a bin that is full or a box that is full, you need to remove, put a new plastic, and then we take the bags and the box and we bring to another place. In this area we collect all the trash that is from the house, and later another person or ourselves fill up the trailer with the trash and we drive to the recycling station.
Next, I would like to explain a little bit about our compost system. We try to be as much self-sustainable, so that's why we are producing our own universal cleaning vinegar. Here you can find a bucket with lemon peels. So usually when lemons need to be thrown, we collect them in this bucket. So please put it there. And after a kitchen in church, we'll take some cleaning vinegar for Ananda Gaorii. The rest of the compost comes to the buckets. We have 2 more buckets system. The first bucket that is wide and big, here we usually throw raw fruits and vegetables and also cooked food. Cooked fruits and vegetables. Cooked grains, beans, seeds, and in general seeds and whatever, they come to a small bucket because it attracts rats and mice. And because we have a bakery, we don't want that. Also to the compost that we throw to the garden, so basically it's just fruits, vegetables that are raw and cooked. What doesn't go here and goes here? Usually it comes bread, hard shells, that is avocado or coconuts or mangoes, also citrus peels, that also moldy citrus, lemons, ginger and turmeric, because they get moldy and it takes years to get decomposed. And also oily foods and dairy products. I will continue explaining a little bit about compost. As I mentioned before, that we have 2 buckets with compost. The first one goes to our garden, and after 1 year we use it in our garden for vegetables and fruits. And another bucket goes to the municipality, and we try to throw as little as possible. And so usually there is compost, and we throw into one of these buckets. It goes into a plastic bag because the municipality doesn't accept without. Okay, and then another compost. And then we come to our own compost that we collect in the garden. We have these beautiful boxes that one of our volunteers made. And we throw into one of the boxes. And after throwing, we put some straw to cover it properly. So why we are doing that? There are many reasons. First, it prevents from getting spoiled, rotting, and it's natural process happening. And also it prevents from spreading bad smell that attracts flies and insects. Yeah, so after that, it's ready. Okay.
This is our cleaning storage where we keep our cleaning products. Here you can find vacuum cleaners, all the cleaning products. And we also buy ecological organic products and also vegan, because we try to be as much environment friendly as possible. And yeah, everything that you need for cleaning is right here in this room. Also, here we have plastic-free cloths. The same for sponges to wash the dishes.
I'll show you around in the brother's bathroom. There are some things to know. If you need to wash your clothes, you can use the washing machine, and we use natural berries for washing that Soraya has mentioned and showed before. To dry clothes, you can on the second floor, that we will show later. Then in the toilets, when you go to do your stuff, after doing that, please throw the paper into the basket, because our drainage system is quite weak, and if we throw a lot of paper inside and flush, there will be a flood in the bathroom. Then sometimes we have a problem with caulk, and sometimes after flushing it's not working properly, so please check if it's not stuck and not keep running. In the shower, after taking a shower, there is water around on the floor, and when people come, it's nice when the floor is dry. So please, after taking a shower, dry the floor. Then when you come here, you probably have your personal stuff, toothbrush, toothpaste, and other things. So you can store them in here. Just write your name that other people don't take them, because we have guests in here and sometimes things disappear, just for your convenience. And the last thing to mention, when you leave the bathroom, turn off the lights. But before doing that, anybody here?
Alright, so for sister's bathroom we have the same system, and you can come and I'll show you how to turn on the light. So for turn on light, you just normally press one time, and to turn it off, you press 1, 2, 3. So again, to turn on, you press one time, and voila. And to turn off, you press 1, 2, 3. And that's it. And we have the same setting that in Brothers only we have washing machine a bit more far, and we also dry in floor after we taking a shower. And here we have some personal towels where you can leave here your personal stuff, and also here is also room to leave your private stuff. So yeah, basically that's it. Let's go to our swap shop. So here we have our swap shop where you can find some clothes from previous volunteers and take it for free. And you're also welcome if you have some clothes that you don't need to bring it here and to leave it for other people. And behind this area we have a big hall which called Proud Hall. And now it's a little bit messy because during the winter we just store some things here, but during the summer we use it as actual meditation hall for big events around 100-200 people. And here, there is a music studio where we recording our kirtans and mantra singing and other beautiful creations of our members. And now we can move on to second floor. So here you can see that we have a lot of private rooms and also rooms for our guests. So this is how private rooms look like. They're quite small in ashram style. But cozy and warm in the winter. And here we have a family room, dorm room for our guests. Also because we're living in the ashram, we have separate dorms for brothers and for sisters. So here is sisters dorm, and I can show you that usually when you arrive as a guest, you will have your personal bag with linens and bed sheets, and you will sign for it, and you will give it again back and sign for it when you will check out, like hotel system. Alright, so, and when you come in, please don't do any permanent drawings on our furniture, and if you choose one bed, please stick with this until you finish your stay in our sweet place. And let's go now to our library zone. So here is our library, and you see a lot of books, spiritual and not spiritual, that you can find and take for yourself to read. And also here, this is the place where you can spend your free time and also working time if you're working with computer. So this is quite chilly and light place to work in. Also here on the second floor we are drying our clothes and stuff after washing. And here we have a massage area. So if you would like to have a massage, we have members who can provide it, or if you're doing massage, you also can use it to provide it to other people. Alright, so, and let's enter our main meditation hall. You will find here yoga mats and pillows, blankets for your practice. And this is the area. You can also see instruments. And here is one of our Dada monk.
So this is our meditation hall. We have meditation twice a day, in the morning at 7 and in the evening at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the summer. In order that everybody has the best meditation possible, we follow certain rules. During the chanting, you can come and go, but once the meditation has started, then you should remain there quietly until it has finished. Also, in order that there is not noise in other places in the ashram, and in order that there is respect for the meditation time, if you don't join the collective meditation, then please do something quietly in your room. There should not be any competing activities while the meditation is going on. So these are the main rules. Namaskar.
Alright, so after finishing your practice, we don't forget to put our yoga mats back. And first, you put them like this, two sides together, and then roll it simply. And back. And also you will find in meditation hall a lot of instruments like drums and guitars. So you not necessarily need to take your own instruments if you're playing. However, if you take any of guitars, please not keep it in your room, but then put back so all other people are also ready to use it during the kirtan. Welcome to our tool shop, and you can see many tools here. Some of them are more easy to use, some are more complicated. So if you don't know how to use any of them, please ask our construction coordinator. And if you're using tools, don't forget to clean after yourself and put the things back. And also, in order, if you broke something, then also please don't forget to let know coordinator about these kind of things. And let's also see our garage. So the same rules as a tool shop applying in garage. If you use something, don't forget to put it back and clean after yourself. If you don't know how you use the tool, then ask a construction coordinator. And if you broke something, don't forget to report to construction coordinator. And that's it. And here is the area where our monks and people who want to become monks live. And there is another one, dining hall, smaller one. So you can see also sofas and TV, and here is a small kitchen for members of this part of the house, mainly for our monks. And here there is also upstairs area. In this meditation area we have our 5 a.m. program, which called Pachanjanya, which is also basically chanting and meditation.
So here at Ananda Gaorii we have people who are here under a number of different arrangements. And so I'm going to explain a little bit about that. So for example, we have a bakery, and so obviously we have bakery staff who have contracts and work for our bakery here. We also have our volunteer coordinators, and that's formal positions where we've selected people for those positions, and then we have arrangements for volunteer coordinators. We also have people who are on the boards for Ananda Gaorii. So for example, we have an organisation that owns these properties, and so some of the people here are on those boards. And then we also have another board that runs the property from a different part of the organisation. And so there's people here that are involved with those boards. And then on top of all of that, we obviously have volunteers. So our volunteers are typically short-term medium term, and long term, and we have different payment arrangements depending how long a volunteer has been here, and maybe some other factors as well. On top of that, we also have a few exceptions. So for example, we have woofers, and so woofers have a completely different arrangement for staying here. And then we also have a special arrangement when we're in need of a particular technical skill. Then what we do is we recruit specifically for that skill, and then we have a special arrangement with a person who has that kind of background.
Okay, so as you could see, we have a big house, and sometimes living in a community might be a bit challenging. So 4 things that we have to tell you to sum up. It's always clean after yourself, always put things back in the place where you took them from, turn off the lights if there is no one in the room, and the 4th one is always leave the space better than it was before you came. Namaskar. See you soon.